all of you within this space, this metallic casing that you're all surrounded in, as if you have all stepped into Fort Knox or a safe of similar size and fashion. You all seem to, well, some of you witnessing the fall of this creature or complete shutdown for whatever they did with the diamond as they implanted inside of this machine has rendered it lifeless. But before we go so far, let's hear a little story. The Onus Serene, a city to escape the diminished rule of Queen Croatia Aliana. One must feed the hungry and the weary they witness. Shatter all beliefs if they hinder your health. Promises kept are gifted. These laws, meant to maintain order since Ayala has been the cradle, the laws have never bent. Waned in power, ever much so as to disrupt the balance of the fall. Koatesh, their hand, forced to oblivion, keeps it at grasp, a forever agony. The preaching lost to empty ears. The light is a signal. The light, brought upon by circumstance or fate inside the cocoon meant to harbor the largest threat Adasor realized. It becomes clear the size of this place. Unable to get to places of import with ease if a skeleton crew is navigating about, but without much hassle, the points of ingress are obvious to those with a key. Furthermore, as you find yourself familiar amongst the deep fire-forged Galliolite, you are able to spot amongst the several of you all recognizable a couple things. Arthur, the armored dragonborn with the subtle leather near his shoulder and hip, hidden by the metallic around him, is spotted a symbol of a four-horned entity, something that could easily symbolize one of the creatures found in the cosmos, but to those in the known is the mark of a Court of Horns member. Luna, looking to the elf who bears on them a headdress of flowers, casually emulating her hair. The pendant she wears was once a ruby red, but now is a dull rose. But across the rim, seemingly a simple bezel, the golden casing bears the edict of the Court of Horns. Where darkness falls, we root out the light. This law enforced even if we are the shade. Bjorn, fresh-faced, first confused as a weaponized bear to have joined the group. The human that stands tall in pelts, gritting teeth as they examine this place. Familiarity in their shaking head as their fog disappears. Across the weapon he bears, this great axe has the symbol of the original Court of Horns, a slit eye surrounded by a curved horn, nearly impossible to spot, but the silver on the metal is substantially obvious when wet with red. As we are all amongst company of Court of Horns, or those who have been designated Court of Horns either by family or circumstance or luck, we all sort of gather in this place. What do you guys do? As you're all sort of just looking around, probably figuring out this spot.
You said where the Dragonborn is standing, there's a panel that he was trying to look at?
Yeah, there's like a whole computer system there. You guys realize pretty quickly that as the people with the keys to this ship, you can access all points of this cockpit, essentially, via this room. You need only to walk to some wall here or there, and it'll eventually take you to a specific spot. If you breach this wall specifically, you'll see that there's a bit of it would be a place to rest, a couple of beds fashioned onto the wall to make space for some sort of living quarters, but it is very clean and very empty, other than the very thin beds. Up over to these panels, you'll see that there are several stations, including an engineering station, and again, all that is required if you guys ever figure out if you want to fly this thing or not. The fact of the matter is, though, as all of you are scanning around looking for places, probably investigating this place, getting used to it, do you guys do or say anything?
Bjorn wants to walk over and look at these panels.
Yeah, go into the panels.
Investigate what each one is saying, what's damaged, what's not.
Yeah, so you see in the panels it's gonna take it's saying like 6 days worth in hours till the upload is complete. That's what it's saying at the moment.
Can Bjorn access the panel?
It seems to be locked on that screen. You try to touch anything, it literally just keeps flashing up that screen, like almost as if your input was accepted but overridden.
Can Bjorn find the anywhere where it says electrical or power room?
No, you have a limited screen at the moment. Again, it is a pretty massive silver screen floating up on the in front of you, and currently is just showing big letters, big numbers. Sorry, each separated by a colon, dictating that it's going to take 6 days for upload. As Bjorn is doing that, what is Lunara doing?
Probably asking Dozen Flowers if they know anyone who might be more skilled at navigating programming to see if we could speed this along.
He says, well, I mean, I could figure it out eventually if you give me like a day or two. But you know, that lady you guys were with, Kiwami's pretty excellent at that. She helped me out with some stuff before.
Okay. And how close are we to like that engine room that I came across the first time I was down here?
You would know it's an elevator ride. Literally the same elevator takes you everywhere because you guys have access to the elevator that can take you anywhere via this one, the private elevator.
Gotcha.
Before we go too far, Arthur, what are you doing? Hello, Arthur. Are you speaking? Because I can't hear you.
I also cannot hear them. Oh.
Nope.
Arthur?
We don't hear you.
Speak to us!
Why do we sound like him?
Speak to us from the beyond!
Now I'm getting more Stefan now.
No, Stefan is different.
It's Stefan when he was young.
Yes.
I wonder if Discord is lagging.
Maybe for him, because I hear you guys just fine.
I hear him just fine. I have his volume up, so it's weird.
Arthur, speak to us from the beyond!
Alright.
Raise your mighty scissors to the air!
While Arthur figures it
Use
out.
the scissors, Arthur! Use the scissors!
The scissors. Maine. Hi, Maine. How are you doing? Welcome to the Court of Horns campaign.
Waiting for you.
No. I want to hear what you have to say about this. Okay, so imagine a world where
In a world
Where? The Lizard King has betrayed you. Not actively, but they have definitely betrayed you. Generally, they have lied to their entire conscripted army. You are aware of this. The giant croc in the sky that he claims is the one telling everybody of his war units. He has never corrected anyone that it wasn't him. It was always a heavy assumption, and he's never said, no, that isn't me. That's incorrect. And you have found this out. Unfortunately, you didn't fare too well with this information. So I want to ask you, in the situation where you cause so much trouble for Adasor and he has to imprison you forever, when you escape from your prison, you see this threat, mechanical and massive, trying to build or rebuild or fortify itself. What are you doing? You see this thing is basically a digital version of Adasor, his will encapsulated into machine. What do you do?
I think my character's first thought is like trying to destroy anything Adasor related.
Okay, so you see this thing, and you're probably gonna attack it.
Yep.
Okay, so what kind of weapon do you have? What's your weapon of choice?
A great sword.
So you want a greatsword? You don't want to use shields?
Nope.
Who needs
For
AC when you're gonna hurt, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a +1 greatsword that does 2d6 piercing slashing damage, and another d6 of force damage.
Dang.
What's it look like, this thing?
I think it looks like an old rusty sword.
Old
that
and
somewhere
rusty.
was. Yep.
Okay. All right. So you should set that up right quick. A +1 to attacks and attacks made on it. While I check on Victor. Is Arthur here? I don't hear Arthur.
I also don't hear him.
I don't hear Victor. Victor, what's wrong with your thing? Who broke Victor's computer?
It also used the interdimensional scissors to breach Discord.
His scissors are not interdimensional.
You don't know. Maybe they are.
No, they're not. Technically from another dimension.
Technically,
so kinda.
Technically, they're
about-
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like
Dimension.
it. No,
This is canon.
no. I will edit all of this out.
No,
Yes.
no,
you must keep it.
Okay.
Stefan forbids it.
Stefan forbids it. Oh, now I must keep it. So, as you all sort of, everyone but Main's character, who you guys don't know yet, as you all sort of just gather in this place, I want to assume Arthur as well doing something, and I hope to God it fixes his thing. But like, yeah, how long do you guys spend here? Does Lunara tell a dozen flowers to prepare his whatever he has to in order to get good at engineering?
Yeah, if like he can maybe start working on trying to figure it out, since we don't know where Kwame is, that'd be great.
they will tell you. All right. I guess I'll head back home.
Or Summer, if we could get Summer on here, maybe Summer can help.
Who's Summer? Do I know her?
Oh no, I was just musing to myself.
Oh, okay, sorry. So you did not say that to A Dozen Flowers. Okay, yeah, so A Dozen Flowers does say he'll go to his house, finish up his batch, if you don't mind, of potions.
Oh yeah, please do that.
And then he'll
Great
switch
idea.
his proficiency to something else.
Mhm.
It's gonna take him
I was musing with
4
my other
hours.
head.
Sorry, 6 hours.
Okay. I'll just discuss with my other head.
Okay, no problem.
What
He
we're
leaves.
doing.
As the door opens and he's going into the elevator, a massive bright light sort of flashes inside of the room, and it's looking around. And then they ask casually to the dead body on the floor and saying, "What happened? Who started the machine? What? No. Dalu?" And he's sort of like looking towards the creature. This thing does not have eyes, Lunara. It is clearly obvious this is Aphetrix. And they sort of have this metallic visage over them. At once it was a heavy black, almost purple, a space-like color to them that was embedded with the reddened, the deep blood red, the maroon that was mixtured within. Now he sort of just has patches of like army green just built onto pieces on him, almost like there were quick repair jobs. You're not sure what the circumstances there. There does seem lettering and numbers around almost every one of them, but specifically you do notice that this thing does not have eyes. Again, it never had eyes. It does approach Dalu, sees Dalu, probably looking to Arthur, Victor, are you here? Can we hear you yet? No, I cannot hear you, Arthur. You're probably singing to us, and we cannot hear you, which is
Screaming into
unfortunate.
the void.
I don't know what's going on with Discord. Should we all just jump off and go to the other one then?
Which one?
Maybe.
Yeah, let's jump off and go to the other voice channel. Did this fix the issue, Arthur? Damn it, Arthur. No. I don't hear you.
Arthur, check your audio settings and see what your microphone is set for.
So, again, we don't necessarily need Victor at the moment, but
I heard him for a second.
Okay. But as Aphetrix arrives to his to this guy, to this thing, you don't know their connection. He sort of lays a hand over them, sort of like they're checking, and then they're shaking their head. They give a look around the room, and they ask, "Who are you? Did you do this?"
Bjorn's gonna step forward in a non-violent way, I guess, if you can.
Yeah, non-aggressive, sure. You're not coming out swinging. Thank you.
He's gonna step forward, and he's gonna ask, "Does this happen to be your captain?"
Captain of this vessel, probably. Sure, why not? I mean, at least they were. They're not completely gone. We could probably salvage them. I'm assuming someone put something in the power node. What did he put in there? If he did it himself,
Bjorn,
I'm assuming it's enough to power the ship.
Bjorn's gonna look at the elf, because I can't remember her fucking name for any reason.
Luna.
Luna.
It's on roll 20.
I wasn't looking down. I was looking
Bruh.
over. He's gonna go. Luna, what exactly did the captain put into his control panel?
It was the diamond that we were sent to find.
Fuck. Well, I guess that moves our timeline up. Lunara, I didn't see you there. Glad to be in good company. As he sort of looks to the two people that he does not recognize, Arthur and Bjorn. Victor, can we hear you now? No good. Fuck. Okay. So, he says, let me check. I fucked up. He was supposed to be second. It's okay. I'll deal with it right now. 1 second, everyone. All right. That's all fun. Wow. Arthur figures that out. This guy is going to say, I wonder if I screwed myself. No, I did it actually perfectly. So here you go. There you go. Boom. I'll do that. And then that. Boom. Okay. This guy walks over to the wall here. He's looking at everybody, and especially Lunara. He kicks over like a bunch of these metal pieces. Like you can tell there's just a bunch of like wires and tubes and like heavy metallic things just scattered all about where all those little red things are. But he's just like kicking them out of the way as he's stepping with these massive I don't know, they're like almost dinosaur legs to you guys. And he sort of just goes up to the wall and says, well, if what I believe has happened here, the machine that is currently in control of the Project 23 has activated, is probably going to hunt me down and destroy anything else that is living here. Probably best to destroy that before it becomes too problematic.
Where is this located?
We'll go to the hangar where I'm assuming it is hanging around. That's what you do in a hangar. Is that not how it works? He's now like breaking down the word and in his head. He's like, they're too similar, and he's like having like a brain blast moment. He's like, whoa. He does sort of clear their throat. This creature again almost doesn't barely open his mouth. They seem to be full cybernetic to you guys. They don't act like it though. And then they eventually just say, yeah, so by the time we reach there, we will definitely have to scatter this thing into pieces. I won't be of much aid to you all, but I could give you all the favor now, actually. And he's like opening this sort of wall forward. He's like just dragging it out, and there's like a bunch of stuff hanging around there and stuff like that. And he's like, he goes inside, he grabs like 3 little things, and he pockets one, and he's like tossing the 2 to the ones that are here, because for some reason Arthur wanted to sleep. But he does toss you all this like shard of light that just floats over to your persons after a moment. It doesn't take more than literally a couple seconds, but basically like a bright little star thing is just floating next to you guys. And he says, that's my father's she codes effectively. If you consume one, try not to eat another one for like at least a year, or else you'll become worse than my father. Trust me. But yeah, like that's the best I could do, because I won't be able to help you in this battle. Also, there's weapons here. He points out to the several weapons that are just hanging there. I don't know their quality or causality. So good luck with that. He does sort of Victor, do you hear us? I mean, do we hear you yet? Can you say something? Anything? Say A, B, C. Oh no.
Arthur, King of the Britons.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Nothing.
Do not go into the light. It
All right.
is a lie.
So, Aethetrix says all that. He leaves the storage lock, the secret weapon storage locker that you guys may utilize now that you know where it is. You can tell that he was the key. He used the same exact light that you guys have. He seems to be connected to this vessel. Then he walks up to the elevator, and he'd pull Lunara. He'd say, yes, so Luna, right here is the button you'd have to press. You see all these other buttons? You see how they're not lit up? And you do see like a bunch, like 8 buttons that don't have any more light when you've seen light in them before. Aethetrix says, this ship has been set to, well, it is no longer the bigger version that it could be. It is now meant to be a battleship. So that means that whatever is in the hangar is currently arming up. And the longer you waste, the stronger it'll be. Unfortunately. So yeah, good luck. And then he leaves.
Okay.
Cool.
So helpful.
Yes. In the storage locker, you guys see pretty sick looking quarterstaff. It's the gold and green writing writhing form of this weapon is easy to wield yet uncomfortable to those with a draconic essence. It's about 4 feet long and has this curved end, and on both ends, just like a candy cane, and on both ends it does have a pointed tip, but it's just a cane of some sort. You guys also see a set of leather armor, a studded leather armor hung on there. It seems to be heavily magical, but it's only the shape of heavy armor. It seems to just be made up of a ton of wizard book paper. Hard to tell. There is this massive great sword that seems to be completely made of stone, sort of S's all across it. These sort of, yeah, this point that is created by this curvature that subtly reaches up. It seems like it almost shouldn't cut, but upon close inspection, it's pretty mean. Oh, and Aethetrix would have handed you, Lunara, a scepter. He would have given you the scepter that he promised you. He couldn't make a mechanical flying item, so he had to make, well, while holding the scepter of a human-like skull with prominent fangs held by a red-stained cloth surrounding a spine, you have a flying speed of 50 feet for 1 hour. So, what do you want me to do?
A flying scepter?
Yep, I'll just send all those items right now to you guys. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bjorn is already by the locker once he walked away.
Yeah.
Getting a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of scoop everything that he sees, and he's gonna walk over to Luna. He's gonna grab the leather armor, hold it out to her, and go, "You're soft and squishy." And he's gonna look at the staff and go, Just kind of hand it to her like, here, I don't want that shit. He's gonna take that great sword and kind of like step away and give it a couple swings. Does it, for his knowledge, would he know? Does it feel balanced and?
I don't think you've ever seen a better greatsword. After you swing it a couple times.
He's gonna sit there and go, I like this one.
I mean, I can already fly because of my squirrel suit.
Cool. I mean, you guys just
So.
asked him for that like a while ago, and he finally got it done.
Yeah.
And he bumped into you. So those were the circumstances that had to be met for him to hand it to you. But Victor, are you there? Damn it, Victor.
No.
Okay.
And the caustic cane is going to be difficult for both me and Arthur to hold.
I mean, no one has to actually use the items I give you guys. You could always sell, trade, or anything like that. Especially as great. I know you can hear us, Arthur, and you will have to text your way through this game if you want to hang around. But you text away as you will. I'm gonna keep an eye out on it. But Arthur, you join the group, I want to say. So put yourself somewhere. There you go, boom. You were looking at the shit. Lunara, you're looking at shit too?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Let me move him over. He's like a dead body. He's not really in the way. So you guys see after a couple moments. I don't want to use that. How about this? What does that look like? Yes.
Are there any firearms in that locker?
I think there should have been. You are so right.
No.
Yes. Thank you for telling me about the firearm that was there.
Is there more than one, or is there just one?
Just the one. Did I just?
Is it bigger?
What the fuck? What happened? Did I just like resend the same thing? It didn't copy? Copy, please. Copy. Thank you. Can I delete this now? There you go. Boom. Easy. There you go. And that's the firearm. Cool. Is that the fire? Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah, I don't care. Now I care about this thing. I'm just gonna get the picture.
Question about the armor.
Yeah. What's your question?
Because I know my natural armor thing gets basically like killed off if I wear anything with armor, I think.
Yes.
Like, how would that work with if I decided to put that armor on?
Anything that gives you benefits without armor are canceled out. So it might actually be useful for you. Like studded leather is just 12 plus 2, that's 14.
Because right now I'm at 13 plus my dex modifier.
So that's better than 14 flat plus
so
dex.
15, yeah.
Well, 14 is better than 13 plus dex.
Depends, right?
Well, you have other items that give you
Depends.
AC as well. Right?
Yeah, I have my Ayala attunement that gave me
Yeah,
AC.
so that gives you another one that may counterbalance this one. Yeah. Again,
Because I'm already at like 15 just from my natural armor.
it just depends what you
And then
guys...
I have 17 because of my Ayala attunement, so I don't know if that armor's actually going to help.
Does that armor do anything for Bjorn?
No, you have way more armor than that.
I was about to say, because I have a ton of armor.
Yeah. Your armor is based on con and dex. Okay, yeah. I'll find it right now. Just give me a second. I just gotta find the one I want. Okay, yeah. She works. There you go.
But
Boom.
Bjorn's
Eventually, this individual sort of pops in out of nowhere. There's a annoyed sigh, and they're specifically looking at Arthur. And they say, you know, if you want to summon me, I would suggest next time you take a proper nap. You know, like a good rest. But just thinking about me for 10 minutes isn't gonna help me much. It puts you at the bottom of the queue, which is why I come, well, whenever I have time. As as I believe, Nana Mycelia has now arrived.
Who is this?
What do you want, darling? What is it that I can help you with now? Victor, they're speaking to Arthur. They are looking around to the rest of you. And then they start sort of spouting out, almost like they already know what like people want from her. And she's saying, I have a thunderproof potion. If you guys want, I have a couple of Ayala's tears, which is always nice, you know, if you're traveling around. I got a bag full of orange moss. Anyone want that? Huh? No takers? Okay.
Would Bjorn know what that orange moss does?
You guys don't have no idea. You might have to ask about this stuff.
Bjorn's gonna ask her what is so great about having a colored moss.
The moss? Have you heard of the tale of the Tarask?
Oh no.
The monstrous dino creature brought by Atasaur and slain by Ayala. Have you heard of it?
I'm assuming I've probably heard of it.
Everyone's heard of the Tarask.
No.
Yes.
Want it.
This right here. Once you have applied it on your entire beautiful, muscly body, as she looks to you, almost licking her lips, you yourself will be able to turn into this said Tarask.
Bjorn hearing that is instantly sticking his hand out. Like, give me.
I missed that last bit. Would you say?
He's sticking his big muscly hand out. And he's kind of like, all right, hand it over.
What do you have to trade?
And Bjorn is going to kind of lean into her ear. And on that note, I'm going to send you, DM, a private message.
Okay. You about to sell your soul to the devil? I get the feeling that that's what's happening right now. Souls are being traded.
I do hear you, Arthur. So you could write down what you'd want from this lady. I'm assuming your business was already done because you did call her to get the curse removed. But since that was already done, I believe. But if you had any other stuff for her, that is definitely something she'd want to do. But message us in general or on the Discord. Hey, nobody's rolled a die yet. Roll a death saving throw, main.
What?
You guys are taking too long.
You say a death saving throw?
Yeah, she has to roll a death saving throw.
What?
Also, I have advantage.
Okay, then you have advantage. You're fine. Okay, so no, just the one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then is it a Constitution save? No, I need a death save. What's a death save? That's just a D20.
It's just a D20. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roll as high as that other one. Okay, that's a failure on the first one. It's okay. Again, you have 3 of them, and it hasn't happened yet. Don't worry. Either way, the
But since I have advantage, I have to roll twice.
Oh, okay, yeah. So nat 20. So you're actually back up, and you're probably pretending to be asleep because you're seeing this is problematic. Okay. So Nana Mycelia, hears your words, and she says, "I need something now, sweetie. I can't wait on when I don't know whatever could kill you kills you." She is looking at you, and there is a glimmer in her eye as if she could see a lot that you guys are not telling. How about just your joy for your next year? I'll take laughter as well, if that is something you seldom do. Yeah.
He's gonna take his hand, stick it out, and like heal.
Okay. She shakes your hand, handing you the moss, saying, "When you use this, that year, I get your joy or your laughter. Which one?"
You can have both.
Oh, I need only one.
Oh,
And
This is
Bjorn is gonna pull that hand axe from his side, and he's gonna point to the engraving on the handle that he has carved in, and say, "You can have both, but I have him back."
I need you to just tell me which one you care less of, so I can reap it when the time is right.
And
You
take
must-
my laughter.
There we go. And you sort of feel as you say the words
Oh.
laughter. It hello, we hear you.
Hello? Finally! I'm using my bloody phone! Oh!
Yay! Phone for the win.
The scissors
Yeah, I
have
had-
prevailed.
No
This
speaking,
have
sissy.
prevailed.
Pray to the
Or
Almighty.
with
scissors.
Discord is still going on. And no, Anna, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me get to you in 2 seconds, Victor. But Jeff, you do feel that your laughter, there's almost like you kind of want to laugh right now because you're able to. For the moment.
He's just gonna kind of look at her, sheathe that axe again, and ask if
thank you.
she, because I'm assuming she's a demon.
No, you don't know there.
No,
They just look like a witch or mage
Or hag.
hag, sure.
she's gonna. He's gonna ask her if he can at least see an image of his lost one in his head,
The image of his what?
of his lost son in his head.
Yes, player. But what happened? I was too busy panicking over my mic and not being.
Oh lord. Don't worry. Let me get to you in 2 seconds, Victor. But yes, Jeff, this entity, Nana Mycelia, as they have introduced themselves, says, "I am able to seek beyond, but it comes at a heavy, heavy price. Although I see, as the situation outside is laid out, we might be free of whatever curse Ayala has placed upon this realm long ago. Once that happens, that price will be heavily deducted. I don't wish to
Arthur.
own all of you, just pieces, the good parts."
Mm-mm.
They're looking at
Ar-
you, Bjorn.
Bjorn
Arthur
just
looks at her.
like an acknowledgement of, all right, I'll see you again.
Arthur, you're
Arthur
saying?
looks at her and is like, Arthur is like, can you take my overconfidence?
What are you looking for in trade? I have many items I can offer. I have this beautiful sword that is meant to be. Well, I guess they use it with horses, or you guys would use it with lizards, or but also you could use it without the horses or lizards. And she pulls out this half, like, it looks like a great sword or half a lance, but then the moment she like holds onto it with both her hands, actually lies, at the moment she holds onto it like upwards, like she's using it, there's like a fiery, almost laser beam effect. I don't really know how to describe it. I'll just read it out. This weapon has a flat, wide blade which seems to end short, similar to a short or broken greatsword. While attuned to it, the weapon has a beam of moonlight, a crown of blue flames. As the magicka extends the weapon to a tip of 10 feet for reach. A small creature can use this weapon two-handed.
Arthur looks at her with a solemn look and is like, sorry, but do you have something that would help fix our ship quicker?
I have this. And they pull out a jar of just like glowing, hard to tell goop. And then they say, you want it?
That's sauce.
No, there's the other one too. That's it.
How's this? You want it?
Arthur looks at her with a skeptical look. Like, are you sure these things will actually work?
I mean, this will help you. It won't really help a ship. I got a gun, and they pull out like just like what looks like a 1911, like a Colt 1911. Like, I'm not even joking. Like a pistol. And they put away the greatsword. They're holding this jar, and now they're holding a gun. And they're just like, I got that.
All this for my confidence?
Oh, the thunderproof potion. That'll help. That'll help definitely with ships, I heard. You don't need to make an insight check.
Like Oh. At first I thought they meant like, never mind. No.
You calling me here. If I leave without trading with you, they give you like a grin.
Do you have those pills that deal with these effects down here?
Yes,
Then?
I have a ton of them. Here are some of the Ayela's tears. They just pull out a couple of them in their hand. They have 4 in their hand. How many do you need?
How much would it cost for like 5?
What
Or
are you
3.
offering for 5?
Looks like kind of like what currency?
They're sort of
What
salivating,
currency?
waiting for you to tell them.
Okay, Arthur kind of like brings out a like 100 platinum.
What is that? Where do you
It's
think
a
you are?
currency.
This is a perennial
Bjorn's
strata.
gonna turn.
Yeah.
Bjorn's gonna turn and look at Arthur and go, she doesn't want actual currency. She wants a piece of it.
Really? Oh, a piece of me, like literally, or
Like your joy,
Or-
your love, your laughter, your soul.
Whoa. I also take stuff. If you got good stuff, I'll take it.
oh,
I mean, he's not
Arthur
wrong.
now,
I do want, like, your eyesight. He's not wrong. I would love a Dragonborn's eyesight. I heard you cannot see in the darkness.
That is absolutely true. You cannot see in the dark.
Yeah, they're
Before
salivating even
saying,
more as you
"Oh,
tell them
how
that.
about my,
Like they're
Bjorn's
spitting,
gonna
like
drink
how about,
just
how
that
about my
sword
confidence?
slobber
Would
on
you
the
take
ground.
my
I'm sorry?
Would you take my... How about my confidence? Would you take that?
Do you want me to take your confidence? Do you really? That is worth a lot more than just 5 Ayala tears.
Bjorn at this point is going to push Arthur behind him and look at her and go, "Listen, hag. You are not going to take any of these clan members' confidence."
She casts
Silence.
silence on you the moment you say hag.